I'm so motherfucking blowed right now. Like, I get home today from work. I get home today and I got a 3-day notice on my front door. Like, a notice to vacate. Like, what? No, an eviction notice, whatever that shit called. Which I ain't never had that shit before. So I called the rent office, they didn't my answer. So I told my kids, I said, y'all hurry up and put y'all baseball stuff on. I'll be back. So I go to the rent office and I'm like, I walk in the door and they're like, somebody be right with you. I said, I got somewhere to go. I said, how y'all put a 3-day notice on my door and y'all told me I had a credit on my account for me not to pay my rent? Like, I pay my rent. I didn't pay my rent for 2 years at that regular ass shit. Why the fuck would I just stop now? Why would I stop paying my fucking rent right now? The same bitch I just talked to, she's the same one that said, you don't have to pay no rent, you have a credit, you don't have nothing to worry about. She acting like she ain't never had no conversation with me. She don't know who the fuck I am. She don't remember talking to me. At the fence, I do talk to a lot of people. Bitch, you ain't talking to a lot of people about this. Ain't no way. And then, on Thursday, on spring break on Thursday, you just brought a bitch to my house to show her my apartment so somebody else can move in there. So if you run there, y'all got my apartment listed as vacant. Of course, you don't think that's a fucking error? You don't think that's a motherfucking error? You showing my fucking apartment to somebody and I still live there. And y'all putting this shit on my motherfucking door. Like I'm some bum ass bitch or something. Trying to fuck out of me, dog. Trying to fuck out of me. And she shit her fat ass in there looking like a bitch that killed Selena, laughing and shit. I should have jumped across that table I should have jumped across that table on that hoe. I don't even act like this. I don't even get like this. But that hoe trying to make it seem like a bitch trying to get over. A bitch is not trying to get over. I don't even do shit like that. Bitch, I paid my motherfucking rent. I went to pay my rent and the shit said 0. I kept calling. I called from my job phone. I know that shit recorded. Kept calling. Like, something wrong with my rent. Like, my rent keeps saying 0. Oh, you got a credit. You got a credit. How the fuck I got a credit? Well, I been overpaying? You telling me I ain't got nothing to worry about? Well, if I was you, I wouldn't worry about it. A bitch ain't worried about it. Then a bitch come home to a 3-day notice. I'm so motherfucking mad right now. Like, that shit's so fucking embarrassing for one. Like, my kids looking like, mommy, what's this? What's this? This shit ain't never happened to me before. I'm getting evicted. And at this point...
All right, well, a lot of people are getting evicted. And let's just be real here. Like I always say, you guys, I am going to keep it as real as possible. And that's probably why you subscribe to me. On the young lady that was just talking about, she got a 3-day notice and she called credit, la, 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 la. No. You know when you paid rent. The front office knows when you paid rent as well. You don't get a 3-day notice if you paid rent. You didn't pay rent. You didn't pay rent. Let's simply just keep it real. You didn't pay your rent. You got a 3-day notice because you chose not to pay your rent. It's not the apartment complex's responsibility to make sure your balance is paid in full. It's not their responsibility. The reminder notices or the 3-day notice is their last resort of reminding you that you did not pay rent. And by that time, you got to go. Guys, this is once again, victim mentality. Victim mentality. They chose not to pay rent. You're getting your ass kicked out. That's just how it works. You guys, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe. We have hit like 250 subscribers in the last 30 days or last 4 days, honestly. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's keep going.
I don't even give a fuck. I am a single mother. I never had a Section 8. I always worked to take care of me and my kids. My oldest is 25. He lives with his fiance. My second to oldest is 17. He lives with his dad. And my other 6 kids live with me. I'm a single mother of 8. Been a single mother off and on as long as I've been a mother. So that's 25 years. Always had a job. Always took care of me and my kids. The cost of living out here is getting absolutely ridiculous.
That's a problem in itself. We're not just going to jump over the elephant in the room. How are you a single mother of 8? How many kids' fathers do you have? And why aren't they in your life? Why aren't they in the kids' lives? That's a problem in itself. That's the thing. I won't even dive into that.
Ridiculous, okay? And that's why I'm just over this shit. Like, I'm literally paying bills while the ship is sinking. So it's like I'm paying bills and I'm still getting evicted. Like, so I'm just so over it and so stressed. I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just about to go to the shelter like I seen other people doing. And at this point, I'm happy to go to a shelter. Like, maybe I can go to the shelter and get my mind together so I can come up with a game plan and save some damn money so me and my kids will have a roof over our head. So this weekend, I was supposed to start packing out stuff. And I'm just like, fuck it. I'm not packing shit. I took me and my kids out. We had a good time. We went to the park and we went out to eat because I'm tired of being stressed and depressed. Like, this is crazy. Since 2020, I've been having mental health issues, okay? I do, receive treatment. I am on medication. Still working, still trying to pay the bills, still trying to take care of me and my kids. Like, it's just so much. And then, like I said, the cost of living is getting higher and higher and higher. I started posting content on the app. I really like astrology. Those videos have been doing well. But I've been so stressed in my personal life, I can't even do that type of content. And I'm trying my best not to switch over to the typical mommy content. I'm struggling, whatever. But damn, like, it's hard when that's all that's on your mind 24/7. That's why this weekend I was like, fuck it. Like, me and my kids went out. We having a good time. I'm getting evicted any goddamn way. And for the people that's going to ask, where are the dads? Okay, the dads are involved. They help me out with child support. But them niggas is struggling too. So
that's wild. She said all the dads are in their lives. They help out. Like, my question is, are they paying child support? You got 8 kids. I mean, let's exclude 2 of them because they're adults, but you got 6. How can't you afford your rent? Come on. You knew that eviction was coming. You don't get evicted on day 1 of not paying your rent. We've all rented. Normally there's a 3-day grace period of no late fees. So that's day 3. And then there's another 5-day grace period before, a letter comes out. And then maybe another 10 days to eviction. How? You blatantly chose not to pay your rent. You chose not to pay your rent. There's no other way around it. Whether that money had to rob Peter and pay Paul, whatever the case may be, you still chose not to deposit the money that was needed to keep a roof over your head.
Outfit of the day today. Yo, picking up trash day. 3-day notice. It's 3-day noticing. I mean, I didn't expect nothing less. Gotta pick up trash. Shirt, I forgot. Pants, boohoo, call girl friendly. Shoes, hey dudes. Hey dude. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more after this because whew. So yeah, I'm picking up what people first see when people get out, but this is what I'm picking up, which is fine. It's whatever's expected. Full video is up on my YouTube YT page. It's up on my YT page. I can't say the Y word. TikTok just goes in the frenzy. But yeah, your girl about to get some gloves and pick up the trash before I get a citation. And if you want to see what the property looked like when I went in a while ago, it's on my YT channel, Tempest Nicole. Look it up. It's posted. Love y'all. Bye.
Y'all ever got evicted at a house that was already evicted? No? Just me? So quick backstory. This was around 2022 and I was going through a rough patch in life. I wanted to be grown. I didn't want to be at home. So yeah. And my friend at the time was also going through that phase in life. And she had a boyfriend at the time and his people had a house. Mind you, the house was evicted already. And we knew that, but we was like, we could be slick, like, you know what I'm saying? I had started Amazon already and I had got the sign-on bonus or whatever. That was like $900 or $1,000 sign-on bonus. So I was like, we just gonna chill here until that hit and then we could just go get an apartment. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we literally was there for probably like 2 weeks maybe. Like, y'all, I cleaned it top to bottom by myself. The broom was broken, y'all. It was just the handle. I swept up everything. Okay, I ain't got behind the bed yet. Just the room, swept the room. Then lucky I don't clean these carpets because I would if I could with my hands. boom. I gotta get all that, but like, look, I have to stay up and like, but like, it's coming along. Like, really getting into it, y'all. And y'all, it was getting to the point where I was like, okay, well, like, how are we gonna take a shower? Y'all, a crackhead came and turned the water on. Like, I kid y'all not, and it was some good water. Pressure was nice, temperature was hot. Like, y'all, I was like, okay, this might work. And so, boom, y'all, it was one day, right? We had been there probably like a week. And so it was one day we heard somebody come in. Mind y'all, this isn't our house. This is her boyfriend at the time, people's house. And I guess they had just noticed some activity in the crib or whatever. So we heard somebody come in, but we knew it wasn't her boyfriend. So y'all, I was scared. I played sleep, right? And my door was locked. Both our doors was locked. But he ended up picking mine. Y'all, I'm literally sitting there playing possum like. So yeah, y'all, he's saying like, hey, wake up. Who is you? Do. I'm not budging. So he go in her room and he opened it and she's like,
here's some advice if you are under eviction, and this is coming from a property manager. Do not allow your...
This is crazy. Man, these young women, no self-respect. Did you guys take a look at those blinds in the room, the carpet? You're willing to live in that? Knowing that this is no one's home. You're willing to move in and live and sleep inside of that. Crackheads turning on water. This is insane. Like, who raised some of these people? Like, seriously, who raised you? Because there is levels and standards in life. And that is a standard that you just do not want to drop down to. If you're willing to accept tore up Kool-Aid on the carpet, roaches probably infested through the house, blinds broken, bed on the floor. If you're willing to accept that, man, you got a rude awakening for your future.
File to go to trial. Don't do it. Most places typically start issuing you their notices after the 5th of the month. So if you don't handle that late rent payment, the next step is going to the attorney's office, right? The reason why I tell you do not allow all that time to go past is because evictions do take some time. So by the time it goes to trial, they're going to look at it like, hey, you know, it took a couple of months for us to get here. You had ample time to try to work it out with the property management company. So typically when we go to trial, we're going for possession, point blank. Time it gets to trial, 9 times out of 10, the commissioner or the judge is almost always going to side with the landlord, because what they're going to be looking at is they're going to see that, hey, rent hasn't been paid, there hasn't been any efforts or whatever the case is. And they typically see through all the stall tactics. They see through it all. So don't stop paying your rent and then all of a sudden have inhabitability issues, okay? Because here's the thing. Guess what we property managers do? We bring all the evidence to court. That means any service request throughout your tenure, your ledger, all of that. So once we present that to the commissioner, all they're going to see is the fact that rent was not paid on time and you didn't complain about your unit not being uninhabitable until all of a sudden you got a trial date. They see right through it. Even if you have any grievances with your property manager or your apartment complex or whatever the case is, the thing is you are required to give them a chance to remedy whatever the situation is before you decide to stop paying. There's almost never really a good excuse to withhold rent. So all in all, by the time we do go to trial, 9 times out of 10, the judge or the commissioner is going to rule in the property manager's favor.
Man, the property manager, she was spitting game right there for real. She was letting everyone know that tries to pull the eviction victim scam, where once they get the eviction letter, they say, oh, the hell with it. We're not paying anything. We're going to take this to trial. And I'm going to talk about how there's mold, how the place was never put together since the day I moved in. Meanwhile, your kids have knocked holes in the walls. The cabinet doors are falling off. The carpet needs to be replaced from dog and cat piss, children piss, the whole nine. The whole nine. Landlords know about this, you guys. They know all the tactics. They know all of everything. And to be honest, in my own personal life, I have honestly been evicted. I'm not going to sugarcoat and act like I'm just bigger than the program. I was dumb. This was when I was maybe 18. I was dumb. I had the same mentality as them. I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to pay rent. I'm not going to pay rent. Man, there's a party coming up. I need to get new Jordans that cost $150. Yeah, rent's going to get short today. And I may have paid them like a partial payment and said, you know what, maybe I could just slide. Nah, I didn't slide. They evicted me. And I learned from that one moment, because you know what? Eviction stays on your name for a long time. And luckily with me, I paid my judgment. I paid it. It was like $3,000 or $4,000 compared to the $800 rent that I had at the time. But I paid it. And I don't have an eviction on my name. I worked things out with the property management. I was young, but I also knew that I had a future ahead of me, and holding on to an eviction was not the wave. So I went to the judge. Yeah. And I asked them, I will pay whatever needs to be paid. I will leave the unit, but I do not want an eviction on my name. And that was honored. That was honored. The property management company were really good people. There was nothing wrong with the unit. There was nothing wrong with them. There was no personal vendettas between us. No, it was just me being an idiot. It was me being an idiot. And I stood in front of that judge and said, you know what? I was the idiot. I was the one in the wrong. I'm the one that knew I didn't pay. A lot of these people won't take accountability. It's not going to happen. They're not going to take accountability for what they did. It's just not going to happen, guys. It's crazy. But for my actions, I saved my credit. I saved my background history, rental history. I saved all of it because I wanted to have some accountability. Stand up on my 10 like a man.
$764 before May 21st. And today is May 8th. Anyone that truly knows me knows that I'm very prideful. I don't like asking for anything, but at this point, what do I have to lose? So I'm currently not working, and I've been looking for jobs, and I'm not used to working. And I have been getting behind on bills. And it has really been affecting my mental health. And with me being behind on bills and with my upcoming court date that is on May 21st, I don't know if I'm going to have a home or not. I am facing eviction. I don't have anyone that I can rely on. I don't have my mom. My mom passed away in 2018, and my dad passed away when I was a little girl in probably elementary school. And I have no siblings. And I do have, cousins and stuff like that, aunts. But everyone kind of has their own family, has their own thing going on. And, in today's economy, people just don't have it or have the space. So with that being said, I don't know what I would do if I lose my home. And again, I have friends as well, but people have families, they have kids. It's just not that easy. So just
I'm hearing her story, and it's not your parents' responsibility to take care of you. It's not. Just like them, it's not their parents' responsibility to take care of them after you become an adult. It's your parents' responsibility to take care of you as a juvenile, as a child. But once you become an adult, that's your responsibility. It's your responsibility. Now, as for her sake, I'm not sure if this young lady has a car or not, but my recommendation would have been, you need to jump on DoorDash. You can literally have a DoorDash job within a couple hours. All you need to do is just download the app, submit your information, and they will reply back to you within 24 hours. You got the job. Log in, start dashing. And the thing about it, when you have nothing to lose and you have all that needs to be gained, you need to be working door. Doesn't sound like she has children. You need to be working DoorDash from sun up to sundown. 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. There's money out there. Now, if you do not have a car, my next recommendation will be go to day labor services. You can't find a job? Go to day labor. There's a job. Yeah, they'll pay you $50, $60, $70, $80 a day. That's enough. Go every day. Within 2 weeks, you'll have $600, $700 if you go Monday through Sunday. That's kind of what it takes in society when you have drive and willpower to get it. If you don't have any drive or willpower and you just want to beg on the internet, it's not going to work. No one cares because everyone else works in this world. Everyone else works. You think we want to work? I love working. I love creating content. And this isn't even a job. I love doing this just for awareness. Whatever monetary value comes out of my YouTube, that's great. That's great. But I also love working a 9-to-5, guys. I also love working a 9-to-5.
Decide to live with someone, and especially someone that values their space. I understand how, that can affect someone, and everyone doesn't want other people in their space, and I totally understand. My voice is starting to crack. Oh my goodness, because again, my nerves are going. But I'm going to put my Cash App below, and if you could just donate $1, just anything, I would be so grateful for it. And if if someone has a job, has any connections, again, if you do not have any money to spare, again, I get it. Today's economy is messed up. But again, if you don't have money and you have resources, I'm open to that as well.
So you're willing to put your Cash App on TikTok so people can donate to you. Why not at the end of this video, why not say, hey guys, I'm not sure how far this video will extend, but I live in this zip code. I live in this area. I can come to you. I will clean your house. I will pull your weeds. I will wash your car. I will walk your dog. I'll pick up the dog shit in the backyard. I'll clean up toys in your kids' playroom. I'll clean your baseboards. Why don't you ask for something that you can do so people can pay you for that? And they may actually even pay generously because of the effort that you're putting in. Why just put on there, here's my Cash App, guys. You can, if you want to donate just $1. No, you look like an able-bodied young lady. You look like you can pull some weeds. You look like you can do, there's so many people out here that need help with something, and not financial help, but they just are, their front yard is just overran with weeds. They just can't, they can't physically do it. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind how many people just beg. I'm not that type. If I was ever in that situation and I put myself in her shoes, I would say, if anyone has anything that I can do, I will do it. I'm not talking about sexual favors. No, you don't have to degrade yourself, but you can definitely wash someone's car. You can definitely clean some windows. You can definitely clean out someone's refrigerator. There's a lot of things that you can do that some people would actually pay you for it. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm done rambling.